We're counting down the top 10 TVs you should buy in 2025, and real brands that deliver true value, not just hype. From entry-level smart screens for budget buyers to cutting-edge panels made for gamers and movie lovers, each model on this list stands out for real-world performance, reliability, and features that matter most. Which TV offers the best bang for your buck this year? Let's start the ranking with number 10. Amazon's Fire TV Omni QLED lands at number 10 for one simple reason. It's the cheapest way to get a real smart TV in 2025 that doesn't feel like a toy. Priced under $400 for a 55-inch model, it's designed for people who want to stream, control their home, and ask Alexa questions, all without reaching for their phone. The Fire OS platform, while still a bit cluttered, is noticeably smoother this year. Reviewers point to fewer crashes and faster navigation compared to the 2023 version. Hands-free Alexa is built in, turning the TV into a smart speaker even when it's off. The home screen has been cleaned up, making it easier to jump into Netflix, Prime Video, or YouTube with a single voice command. Picture quality is solid for the price. Colors are lively, and brightness is good enough for most living rooms, though you won't get the deep blacks or pinpoint HDR of pricier models. For anyone on a tight budget or building a streaming setup in a bedroom or dorm, the Omni QLED covers all the basics without cutting corners on smart features. Insignia's F50 series claims the 9th spot as the go-to pick for anyone who just wants a TV that works. No drama, no surprises. Sold exclusively at Best Buy, the F50 is all about convenience. If something goes wrong, you can walk into a store and swap it out, often the same day. That's a comfort you won't get with most online-only brands. The standard 30-day return window applies. And while there's nothing special about the warranty, 1 year, like most budget TVs, the ability to deal with issues in person sets it apart in this price range. The F50 runs Fire TV OS, so it feels familiar to anyone who's used Alexa or a Fire Stick. Streaming apps are front and center, and setup is quick if you already have an Amazon account. Picture quality is better than you'd expect for under $350, thanks to a QLED panel that punches above its weight on color, even if brightness and motion handling are just average. At 60 Hz, it's not built for gaming marathons, but for daily streaming or a living room that needs a simple, reliable screen, the Insignia F50 delivers exactly what's promised. No frills, no headaches. Hisense's U6N lands at number 8 by doing what budget TVs rarely manage, bringing mini LED and full-array local dimming below the $500 mark. This isn't just a spec sheet win. It's a leap in real-world picture quality for buyers who used to settle for basic edge-lit panels. The U6N's backlight is divided into dozens of zones, letting it control brightness with far more precision than typical budget sets. That means deeper blacks, less blooming around subtitles, and a real sense of depth in night scenes. Advantages usually reserved for pricier models. Dolby Vision and HDR10+ support add flexibility for streaming. And Google TV runs smoothly, with quick app launches and minimal lag. Motion handling is where the U6N shows its price point, sometimes struggling with fast sports or action, and the build feels mid-tier. But for a living room or secondary setup, the U6N delivers a cinematic upgrade at a starter price. For anyone chasing premium contrast and smart features without stretching their budget, this is the new entry-level champion. TCL's QM7 storms into the number 7 slot by packing more advanced display tech into a mid-range TV than most buyers thought possible just a year ago. The headline number is hard to ignore. Over 2,000 local dimming zones, each one working in real time to carve out deep blacks and punchy highlights without the distracting halos that plagued older LED sets. This kind of zone density, once reserved for flagship models, now brings near OLED contrast to a much wider audience, Gamers and sports fans will notice the difference immediately. The QM7's 144 Hz refresh rate means motion stays razor sharp, whether you're tracking a fast break or a frantic firefight. Input lag tests from RTINGS and DisplayMate put this model among the fastest in its class for response time, with a dedicated low-latency game mode that rivals premium sets. Google TV powers the experience, offering a huge app library and robust voice controls, though the interface still carries some bloat that can slow down navigation for power users. For anyone seeking flagship-level HDR detail and smoothness without the flagship price, the QM7 is the workhorse to beat. It's the first real taste of high-end mini LED for mainstream budgets. Perfect for living rooms, where action, gaming, and value all matter equally. Hisense U8N takes the 6th spot as the TV that's forced every premium brand to pay attention. This is a mini LED set that pushes brightness to nearly 1600 nits, levels once reserved for flagship models that cost twice as much. HDR content leaps off the screen, holding its own in sunlit rooms and making even daytime sports look vivid and punchy. Dolby Vision YQ support means the U8N adapts its picture to changing room light, so highlights stay crisp, whether it's movie night or a Saturday afternoon game. Hisense's local dimming is precise, giving deep blacks and bright highlights side by side. Color accuracy stands out, especially after a quick calibration. Reviewers note that the U8N's reds and blues are as rich as sets costing hundreds more. Past buyers might remember the firmware headaches from earlier in the year, when a buggy update caused headaches for new owners. But Hisense moved quickly, pushing out a hotfix within days and following up with more stable updates throughout the spring. That kind of responsiveness is rare at this price point and shows just how seriously the brand is chasing the big names. For anyone who wants top-tier HDR, premium gaming features, and a picture that holds up in any lighting but refuses to pay flagship prices, the U8N is the clear value pick. It's a TV that delivers on the promise of mini LED, real flagship performance without the flagship markup. Sony's Bravia X90L claims the 5th spot as the TV for movie lovers who want color and motion accuracy that rivals professional monitors, without paying flagship prices. At the heart of the X90L is Sony's Cognitive XR processor, a chip designed to analyze and enhance every frame in real time. This engine isn't just about upscaling old DVDs or smoothing out live sports. It's tuned for cinematic content, pulling out subtle color gradients and keeping fast action razor sharp. Out of the box, the X90L's picture is among the most accurate in its class, needing little to no adjustment for most users. Reviewers from RTINGS and DisplayMate consistently praise its ability to handle challenging scenes, like the shifting shadows in a suspense film or the rich skin tones of a period drama, without introducing artificial gloss or soap opera effects. The X90L stands out further with Sony's Bravia Core streaming app, offering select movies at up to 80 megabits per second, nearly matching the quality of 4K Blu-ray discs. That means less compression, fewer artifacts, and a truly cinematic experience for anyone with a fast internet connection. Google TV powers the smart platform, bringing a huge app library and reliable voice search, though Sony's interface keeps ads and bloat to a minimum compared to some rivals. While the X90L doesn't chase the highest peak brightness numbers, it wins with consistency, color fidelity, and motion handling that make it a favorite among film enthusiasts. For viewers who want a TV that honors the director's intent and delivers studio-grade realism, the Bravia X90L is the clear upper mid-range choice. Samsung's QN90D Neo QLED claims the number 4 spot by doing what most TVs can't, delivering a picture that cuts through daylight, reflections, and even overhead glare. This model is built for rooms where sunlight is the enemy of detail, using a specialized anti-reflection layer and a quantum dot panel that can reach peak brightness levels few competitors match. While Samsung's marketing touts a 0.6% screen reflectance, independent reviewers stop short of confirming that exact figure. But they do agree that the QN90D stands out for its real-world glare reduction. In lab tests and owner reports, the screen stays readable even with windows or lamps directly across from it, a feat that stumps most OLEDs and standard LEDs. The QN90D's adaptive contrast system adjusts in real time, keeping highlights crisp and shadows defined, regardless of the time of day. Sports and daytime TV pop with clarity, and HDR movies retain their punch even with the blinds open. Tizen OS, now more customizable and smoother than last year, lets users fine-tune picture settings or tailor the home screen, though ads remain a quirk of the platform. For families and sports fans with sun-filled living spaces, the QN90D is the clear choice. It's the best non-OLED for bright environments, earning its rank by solving a problem even pricier sets can't always handle, making every scene shine, no matter how much light is in the room. LG's C4 OLED claims the number 3 position by doing what few TVs can, delivering a true all-rounder experience that satisfies movie fans, gamers, and everyday streamers alike. The heart of the C4 is LG's latest OLED Evo panel, a display that sets the standard for deep blacks and infinite contrast while pushing brightness and color further than any previous C-series model. Years ago, OLED was reserved for home theater purists willing to risk burn-in for perfect picture quality. In 2025, that worry has faded. The C4's advanced pixel refresh algorithms, logo dimming, and screen shift features work quietly in the background, keeping static images from leaving a permanent mark. Burn-in is now a rare event, even for news junkies or gamers who leave HUDs up for hours. Gaming performance is where the C4 truly shines. Input lag clocks in at just 5.8 milliseconds, making it one of the fastest TVs ever measured by RTINGS and DisplayMate. Variable refresh rate, G-Sync, and FreeSync support are all on board, ensuring smooth, tear-free gameplay at up to 120 Hz. For next-gen consoles and high-end PCs, there's no bottleneck, just instant response and rich, accurate color. Movie nights benefit from the same panel, with HDR content showing off subtle shadow detail and lifelike skin tones that even the best mini LEDs struggle to match. Smart features have caught up with the hardware. LG's WebOS is cleaner and faster this year, with a streamlined home screen and quicker app switching. The system stays out of your way, letting you jump from Netflix to YouTube to gaming in seconds. Firmware updates arrive regularly, and LG's reputation for long-term support means buyers can expect years of stable performance. For anyone seeking a single TV that balances cinematic immersion, gaming excellence, and day-to-day convenience, the C4 stands alone. It's the definitive one TV to rule them all, versatile, reliable, and ready for whatever you throw at it. Sony's A95L QD OLED stands at number 2 as the cinematic reference point for anyone who demands true-to-life color and uncompromising accuracy. This is the TV that professional colorists use to master films, and it's easy to see why. At the core is Sony's QD OLED panel, capable of reaching over 1,400 nits in HDR highlights, enough to make specular details leap off the screen without washing out subtle tones. DisplayMate's lab tests rate the A95L's Delta E for color error at industry best levels, meaning what you see is as close to the director's intent as a consumer display gets. Color volume is where the A95L truly separates itself. Quantum dots expand the spectrum far beyond traditional OLED, so reds, blues, and greens stay rich and saturated even at high brightness. There's no visible color loss when the picture gets intense, whether it's a sun-drenched landscape or a neon-lit cityscape. HDR content benefits from this range, with skin tones, shadows, and highlights all holding their detail and nuance. For anyone who cares about watching movies the way they were meant to be seen, this is the gold standard. Sound is another reason the A95L earns its flagship status. Sony's Acoustic Surface Audio Plus technology turns the entire screen into a speaker, projecting dialogue and effects directly from the image. The result is a sense of immersion that even high-end soundbars struggle to match, especially in smaller rooms or dedicated home theaters. The A95L runs Google TV, offering a flexible, well-supported smart platform with access to every major streaming service and frequent firmware updates. While the price tag puts it out of reach for most, this is the TV that sets the bar for cinematic performance in 2025. For film lovers, home theater purists, or anyone who wants the most accurate picture possible, the A95L is the ultimate reference, unmatched in color, detail, and realism. Samsung's S95D QD OLED stands at the top of 2025's TV lineup, setting a new benchmark for all-around excellence. Its third-generation QD OLED panel delivers a 30% increase in peak brightness over the S95C, a leap that brings OLED into direct competition with the brightest LCDs. This advancement means HDR content bursts with clarity even in sunlit rooms, while shadow detail remains intact. No crushed blacks, no distracting halos. The new anti-reflection coating is more than a technical upgrade. Tests show it outperforms every previous OLED at handling glare, making it a practical choice for spaces where daylight is unavoidable. Gaming performance is equally uncompromising. Input lag drops to just 9 milliseconds, matching the responsiveness of dedicated gaming monitors. The 144 Hz refresh rate, paired with HDMI 2.1, VRR, and ALLM, ensures fast-paced action stays sharp and smooth, free from tearing or stutter. Competitive players note the S95D's ultra-low lag as a genuine edge, while its versatility means it's just as adept at handling movie nights or streaming marathons. Picture quality is where the S95D pulls ahead. Quantum dots inject vibrant color and pinpoint accuracy, keeping reds and blues vivid even at high brightness. HDR10 plus dynamic mapping draws out detail in both highlights and shadows, and Samsung's advanced tone mapping minimizes any real-world gap left by the absence of Dolby Vision. The result is a viewing experience that consistently impresses, regardless of content. Tizen OS anchors the smart features, offering a broad app library and regular updates. While ads are more present than on some rivals, Samsung's flagship support remains reliable, with security and feature updates delivered for years. QD OLED reliability is no longer in question. Samsung's panel management, pixel shift, and logo dimming have nearly erased burn-in worries for typical use. A standard 1-year warranty, with options for extended coverage, adds peace of mind. For those seeking the best across movies, gaming, sports, and streaming, the S95D is the definitive choice. It blends OLED's perfect blacks with QLED's punch, earning its place as the new gold standard: unmatched performance, minimal compromise, and a real-world advantage. From the entry-level Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED at number 10 to the cutting-edge Samsung S95D QD OLED at number 1, this countdown reveals just how far real value has come in 2025. Across all 10 entries, one pattern stands out. Premium features like Mini LED QD OLED and advanced gaming specs are no longer reserved for the most expensive models. The biggest surprise? Budget and mid-range brands like Hisense and TCL now deliver brightness, contrast, and smart OS experiences that rival traditional giants, while even flagship titans must compete on reliability and user experience, not just raw specs. The list proves that the best TV for you isn't always the priciest. It's the one that balances picture quality, usability, and true longevity. Today's top TVs are built for every need, whether you're a gamer, a movie lover, or just want streaming with no fuss. In a market flooded with hype, only these 10 models truly earn the title. Real brands worth your money.